All right, troubleshooting NAT. Again, we already pretty much did it. We did the show IP NAT translation. If you do show IP NAT translation and you don't see anything, there's something wrong. All right, it's not translating. What could it be? Now, if you're in a simulator, more likely it's probably something going on with the simulator. You always want to go check your interfaces first. Check your interfaces, make sure that the inside, IP NAT inside, is towards the private, and that the IP NAT outside is towards the public. Make sure that you have the correct range. Make sure that you have the correct spelling of the pool name. Like I said, if it's LAS, all lowercase, then we're in the IP NAT inside source list. Pool name at the bottom, that third line, that needs to be in lowercase as well when you mention the pool again. Make sure you're pointing to the correct access list. If you're doing overload, make sure it says overload. All right. Make sure you're allowing the correct number of people, right? Because if they say you're only allowed for only 16 people to use the NAT, then that means your walkout mask would be 00015. Or what that would be, it would be really 0063. Because 15 will only allow 14 people. Okay? So you need to know, you need to be a master of IP. All right? So get my IP version 4 course. So these are the things you look at when you're doing NAT. When you do the show IP NAT translation, you don't see anything. Always start with the interfaces and then work your way down to make sure that the access list and all that stuff is there. Or you can do a show start, or you can do a debug IP NAT. And I'll show you again. We'll go back to the same lab we just did. Okay. And here we are. Let's open up the router. Boom. And let's put the lab right here. Okay. And again, here we did the show IP NAT translation. But again, you want to say show start to look at your whole configuration. But that may be a reality in the real world. Because oh, I never copied it. Okay, hold on. WR, because it's not showing me the inside outside. Because if you do a show start or show run in the real world and you have a humongous router, you may get in trouble. You can see right there that I have the IP NAT inside. Highlight. IP NAT inside, IP NAT outside, because of public and private. All right, so you need to make sure that that's that way. Keep going down and you check your pool. You check your pool. Okay. You want to make sure that you have the correct IP address that was given to you as your public IP address with the correct mask. And if it's interface in your exam, make sure you're pointing to a public interface. Okay. Make sure that you have the correct access list, the syntax for it, and you're aligned the number of people that they allow you to do. So your wildcard masking needs to be on point. All right. And then the last line obviously is IP NAT inside source list. What access list am I pointing to? 10. What pool? LAS, case sensitive, and our magical word, which is overload. So when you're troubleshooting that, these are the things that you want to look at. To make sure that, hey, is everything okay? And of course, you can do a debug if you wanted to. But just looking at the configurations, if you can do a pipe command, you can go ahead and in the real world using pipe, you can go ahead and take a look at just the NAT and see what's going on. Okay? So, but that's it. And when you're taking your test, it's going to be a simple configuration of dynamic NAT or NAT overload. And it's basically either the interfaces are wrong, or you have the wrong, pointing to a wrong access list, or you have the wrong number of people that you're allowing. That's it. That's as difficult, I believe, that you're going to get with NAT. All right? With that said, I'll see you everyone next.